I made a promise yesterday that I did not get to fulfill. I promised you that I would teach you how to acquire true pride, how to get true pride. I just never got around to it because I completely forgot that I promised you that. So I promise you on the end of this video, you're gonna know how to get true pride, how to earn true pride, and how to deserve pride. And a lot of people are approaching pride incorrectly, and they're not actually feeling that pride because that pride is bolstered. That pride is the source of that pride doesn't actually exist. And so how do you acquire pride? How do you deserve pride? I'm going to go over that with you today, but let's recap what we talked about yesterday. Yesterday we talked about mitigating your disappointment, managing your disappointment, and actually entirely getting rid of disappointment entirely. And how do you get there? Self-appreciation, which requires self-confidence and self-esteem. Managing what you estimate of yourself is in alignment with what you already can prove to yourself. What does that mean? It means that what you estimate about yourself, which is your self-esteem, is in cahoots. It's aligned. You don't prove yourself wrong. You are in alignment with what you can prove to yourself already. In other words, if you estimate that you could jump 5 feet, and then you jump 5 feet and you demonstrate, hey, I jumped 5 feet, your confidence is appropriate, and your self-esteem, what you estimate of yourself, is appropriate, and you are self-appreciating. Now, the highest you can pursue when it comes to esteem, your estimation, is saying to yourself, if I try harder and harder and more, I'll probably be able to eventually jump 6 feet if I continue to try. And then your confidence will tell you exactly where you are, because what's confidence? What's confidence? Confidence is what you can prove to yourself, what you can demonstrably prove to yourself you could do. There is no confidence, again, without doing. There is no confidence without experience. And the fact of the matter is, today, a lot of people have confidence over something which they have no experience. They have a lot of confidence about what the news tells them, despite their never being there, never acquiring the story of both sides or all of the sides. So going back, what is pride? Now that you've got that, and I want you to keep that in mind because we're going to revisit it when we talk about pride and the pursuit of your pride and how to deserve your pride. Wouldn't you like to deserve your pride? Wouldn't you like your pride not to be empty pride, not to be fake pride, but actual, true pride? And here's how you get there. Number one, you recognize what pride is and where it comes from. So I want you to pay attention to this, and perhaps if you're able to write this down. The source of your pride is the recognition that you are your highest value. That's it. Pride is the recognition that you are your highest value. Let me make sure this audio is on. Make sure you can hear me. Pride is a recognition that you are your highest value. And that which you pursue, everything in life that you pursue, everything in life that you do in pursuit of that moral good, the moral good meaning the highest, that the things that you do, the ideal future for yourself that you believe is the highest value for you, pursuing your highest value. Doing things for you, in other words. Doing things for your happiness, doing things for your betterment, doing things for your actualization and gain. That is the moral good. Here's why that's the moral good. What is moral? Moral means good. Immoral means bad, and everybody has a distinction of what they believe to be is good or bad. So let me let me build up a case for you why what is good and what is not good. Because you are not an automatic being. In other words, you don't survive automatically or automagically. You survive by surviving, by earning your survival. Here's why I say earning and deserving. It's because you're not an automatic being. You don't survive automatically. Either someone has to take care of you or you have to take care of you. You don't live automatically. You continue to live. You continue to deserve to live. You continue to deserve to live. You continue to deserve to survive. And you can continue to deserve to thrive. Continue to deserve to thrive. So your very minimal value is your survival. And then, in other words, your primary moral good, your primary good is in the pursuit of your highest value. You must be your highest value. And so you ask, isn't that really selfish? That you have to focus on yourself and you have to better yourself and you have to focus on your happiness? Selfishness is one of those words which is completely poisoned to mean, because there are people that are against selfishness because they propagate this idea called altruism. So in the Great Relationships University, in the course, our slogan, our mantra, our mission is to make the world a better place by bettering ourselves. The reason for that is because you can't better the world without bettering yourself. You help other people by helping yourself. When the plane's oxygen goes low and they drop down the mask, they say, put the mask on yourself first before you help anybody. Because if you don't have the ability to breathe, how are you going to help anyone? How are you going to help your kid? And so pride comes from the recognition that you are your highest value, and anything in pursuit of that, anything in the pursuit of your highest value, highest moral good, which is the pursuit of your happiness, well-being, and gain and actualization, that is the source of your pride. What are some examples of those things? Anything you create for your survival, the pursuit of your work is the source of your pride. Your work is the source of your pride. A lot of people, they hate their jobs, they hate their work, they hate Mondays. It's not Mondays you hate, it's what you do on Mondays. If you don't like Mondays, if you don't like what you do on Mondays, change it. Change what you're doing on Mondays. It's not Mondays you hate. I love my Mondays. In any case, when you create things, when you manifest things, the work that you do towards your ideal, your moral good is the betterment of yourself, your happiness. And not only it's your happiness, it's the happiness of people you love. Because remember, when I talked about in the book, Relationships 101, unconditional love is your wanting for the happiness of your beloved, intrinsic to your own. What does intrinsic mean? Intrinsic means internally generated. It's occurring inside of the object, the entity already. So intrinsic happiness is happiness internally generated. That happiness that you want for yourself, you want that for your beloved. That is what unconditional love is. It has nothing to do with jealousy, nothing to do with property, nothing to do with ownership, nothing to do with possessiveness. Everything to do with your wanting what they want for their happiness, their well-being, actualization, and gain. And so the pursuit of this moral good, the moral good being your happiness, your well-being, your actualization, your gain, anything you do in pursuit of that, anything you create, you manifest, gives you pride, and pride is deserved. Anything given to you is not the source of your pride. Try it. Prove me wrong. Have you ever been proud of anything that was given to you? You may have been proud of something that you've won, but you've won it because you deserve it. Could you imagine winning something without deserving it? Could you imagine everybody, all of your competitors being first place? What's the point? It's not a source of pride. The source of pride is your acquiring, manifesting, doing the things in pursuit of your ideal. And your ideal, pride is the recognition that you are your highest value. That is the source of your pride. So what if right now you don't have pride, and how do you get there? Right now you don't have pride because you are not doing the things in pursuit of your actualization. You don't see yourself as your highest moral good. You don't recognize that you are your highest value. Once you recognize that you are your highest value, you're going to start doing things in pursuit of that, in pursuit of your happiness. And once you start doing things and building things and doing things and sharing your thoughts and ideas and creating things, you will become full of pride, deserved pride. And pride can only be deserved. That pride that wasn't deserved, that's not pride. That's faked confidence. That's fake pride. It's bolstered, it's made up, it's aggrandized. And so we go back to confidence and self-esteem. Self-esteem, your highest self-esteem, is when you estimate that if you continue on trying and doing and being and becoming, your confidence will align with that. Your confidence will always tell you, because as you experience, as you continue to attempt, you'll increase your confidence. Because when the sea level rises, all the boats in the marina rise along with the sea. Your confidence and your self-esteem rise together. And when you are in the pursuit of your ideal, your pride and your self-esteem and your self-worth and your confidence all rise together. And you become truly fulfilled. So I talked about how you get pride. How do you get pride? You continue to pursue the things that you'd like towards the ideal. And the ideal is pride coming from recognition that you are your highest value. And therefore, the things you must pursue are the things in alignment with your highest value. You. Pursue the things that make you a better you, and you will make the world a better place. Now, I mentioned in this video a lot about the Great Relationships University online course. It's a compilation of 6 courses, 10 plus hours, and then 50 plus hours of extra videos, a lot of training. It's a community and an online course that you can join. I encourage you to join. Here's what I encourage you to do. I suggest you hook up, you message a GRU ambassador. And if you don't know a GRU ambassador, a Great Relationships University ambassador, contact me. Contact them and get enrolled. Join our community. Join the Great Relationships University. We will show you how to pursue your pride. We will show you how to increase your confidence. We will show you how to become enlightened. We will show you how to communicate better, communicate well, communicate hypnotically. We will show you how to negotiate better, how to become more effective in your professional pursuit, become effective in your social pursuit, and become an effective communicator when it comes to relationships and relationships management. See a GRU ambassador or contact me directly, and I'll help you do that. If you have any questions, comments, or thoughts, I'd love for you to leave them in the comments below. I'd love to interact with you, and I will see you on the next live event. And I look forward to communicating with you very, very soon. Bye-bye.